So we've talked about equilibrium in terms of demand and supply. How would we think about excess demand and excess supply? Well, I already mentioned in the last video about where we're going to trade if people are being stubborn and annoying, and the consumer, let's say the companies producing, are saying, hey, we want this price for this quantity. Well, the consumers, they're just going to go, no, we're only willing to buy this quantity at that price. So no trade. We're not trading this very large quantity when the prices are all the way up here. We're only going to buy the quantity down here. So where's the market going to settle at? Well, if people are really being stubborn like this, pardon me, then the market's going to trade here, because if people aren't buying, then people aren't selling, right? For every sale, you need a buyer. So the market's going to happen here if the price is stuck all the way up here, which means there's excess supply, because the companies at that price, well, they'd be very happy to produce all the way out here. So we call this bit excess supply. That's excess supply. So that might be caused by some sort of miscommunication in markets, as it were. That might be caused by companies trying to get a bit more money if there were not very many companies, so if it's not a competitive market. That might be caused by government regulation, trying to keep prices artificially high for whatever reason. But either way, you'll then get excess supply when prices are kept high, because hey, people don't want to buy that much when prices are high, but companies are very willing to sell. They're going to make a lot of money if they can find the buyers. So likewise, let's talk about another example of some potential stubbornness, which is where maybe prices are kept low. So the buyers say, hey, we want to trade this quantity at this price. We think that that would be really lovely and wonderful for us. We want lots of things cheaply. Companies go, well, look, we're only willing to sell you that quantity at that low price. And so where does it end up trading? Well, again, just as for every sale you need a buyer, here, for every purchase you need a seller, and the sellers are only willing to actually trade down here. So in this case, the low price means there's excess demand, because hey, people are willing to buy a lot of stuff when it's very cheap, but companies aren't going to find that profitable, so you're going to have a lower demand, and that's that. So obviously, generally, these things are seen as not cool, because if I have an excess demand like here, well, we're missing here. We're missing this beautiful compromise, and we're selling less as a result. We're only selling down here, which is not ideal for anyone. And same here, this is excess supply. We could be selling down here, but instead we're stuck up here. So generally, economists say this is not good unless there's a particular reason why we want the market to be screwed up like this. And that's this kind of disequilibrium, this excess supply or excess demand.